Hi, it's video number 2 about some exercises and stretches. So again, if you haven't seen my previous video, I just really want to be very clear. This is not a remedy or everything that's gonna fix everything for you. I'm literally just doing some stretches, light stretches, nothing terribly major, to help with fibromyalgia and just the general pain and aches, and just to get some mobility into our joints. Disclaimer, massive disclaimer, don't just think that because you're gonna do this, or I'm showing you these exercises or whatever, they will work as a warm-up for any type of exercise. No, every single exercise is different, and if you're looking for something like that, you probably should do a warm-up that is tailored to whatever exercise you're gonna be doing, whether it's cardio or whatever it is. This is purely just some general exercises to get you moving and just letting things flow and feel a bit better. Right. One of the first things that a lot of people with fibromyalgia suffer from is just generalized pain. I don't have an exercise for the whole body that doesn't require a lot of impact. I wouldn't recommend running around or jumping around for a very long time. So it's gonna be localized exercises in different parts of the body. But one of the very first things I want you to think about and have a look at is your posture. Like right now, I'm bending over because I'm talking to you, and therefore my posture is terrible. But remember that in our spine is where all of our nerves are, and remember the nerves are the things that transmit the pain. So let's work on our posture. Okay, I'm gonna turn around. See, I was doing this. Now what we want to achieve is this, and literally you can just do this at home without doing anything else. Whether you sit cross-legged, just like that, but like this, or whether you include this, literally just bringing your feet together and doing what in gymnastics we call butterfly because of how the wings open. Just all you need to do is prop that spine straight up. You see, we've gone from this to this, and that means that our spine is feeling a lot more comfortable. Is particularly unblocking this area of the coccyx and the lumbars. If you work in an office, they tend to have lots of problems. And if you're doing it this way, you're also giving your hamstrings and your quads a bit of an opening, which is good and nice, because a lot of the pain that we have from this area can also reflect on our hips. If you're doing it cross-legged, that's fine too. Just make sure that you have your hands sort of there, so you know that your elbows need to be straight all the time. If your elbows are straight all the time, then your back is in the right position. And just sort of focus on a point in the horizon and just hold it for as long as you feel like, 30 seconds, 20 seconds, 10 seconds, 1 minute. I don't care. I'm not timing you. I don't care. It's entirely up to you. So after a while, you should be feeling a nice gentle stretching here. If it feels too painful, stop. You don't need to put yourself through misery for that. So there you go. That's generally something simple that you can do at home, even if it's on a chair. I would suggest not on a chair, because one of the things that we tend to do when we have a chair is that we use that as a crutch, and therefore we don't think about our posture. But posture is very important, and it's not just about our back. Just make sure that your shoulders are properly aligned, which is the reason why having your hands like this is pushing, it's forcing that shoulder to keep your chest open. So that's number 1. I hope that wasn't too bad for you guys. Since, like I said, if it's feeling too rough, just stop. Then you can do some general shoulder stretches, just like this. Just hold it. Literally, all you do is you wrap around your arm, around the elbow, and sort of pull. It should feel like a gentle pull. You should never feel like your arm is going to fall apart. If you feel like your arm is gonna fall apart, either you're doing it wrong and you should stop, or maybe you have some form of problem there and you need to get it checked. And again, just, a few seconds on this. Try to be consistent with how you time your seconds, just so both sides of your body are getting the same type of exercise. You don't want to end up like Rafa Nadal or one of those tennis people that end up with a massive arm and not the other one. So there you go. Again, why it's important to strengthen our backs and our shoulders? Because the stronger our muscles are here, the better they're gonna be coping with pain. So if you need to focus on something and you don't know what, make sure that your torso is good, essentially. Okay, here comes an exercise I absolutely hate, but because I have problems with my hands and my arms, as you can see, are very thin. There's not a lot of bone in here. Well, sorry, there's a lot of bone, not a lot of meat in here. It's actually very good forearm stretch, and even if you just want a good forearm workout and you don't have any chronic pain, this will work for you. Right, so here is the deal. Literally, all you're gonna do is put your arms in front of you, close them like this or like this, whichever way, if you have arthritis or anything else that stops your hands from bending this way, just be careful, but just bend them in a way that either you can do a full fist or half fist, or just so that the ends of your fingers are all touching together. And what I need you to do now is flick them as if you had water on the tip of your fingers and you're trying to get it away from you, so like this. And just keep on doing that as many times as you can. I normally give up at around 14. Why? Because it hurts. You will start feeling, if you're doing this right, you will start feeling a burning sensation here, and your fingers will eventually give up. But yeah, if you just keep on doing that and sort of time it, it's not a matter of speed. Like, I'm not asking you to sort of go as fast as you can. Just keep on doing as many repetitions as you can. Then you will start feeling the burn here on your forearms as well. Just do as many or as few as you can. Probably at the beginning you'll do 10 and you'll hate me and you'll think, screw this girl, we're not doing this anymore. I'm with you. I hate this exercise. Like, my forearms have given up already. That's as much as I can take. So there we go. We let it rest. In order to stretch this area, you can do a few things. Just doing this is good. If you're flexible enough, you can just do this, putting the palms there and sort of stretching all of that area. It's not bad. Or if just simple, just keep your arms straight and sort of bend each finger. Feel a nice stretch as far as you can go without hurting yourself, just so that you can feel that stretch, because that's gonna make your fingers feel easy and more rested and relaxed. Again, you can do this in your living room. It's not a big deal. You don't even have to be here. It's just nice weather. Neck. Same reason. Your cervicals are very important, particularly if you have sleeping problems or things like that. We can end up in very nasty positions. Just make sure that your neck is well stretched. So literally all we're gonna do now is put our arms behind, just like this. Our arms behind, so we're forcing our position to be straight, and pull your neck back. You should feel release in your upper cervicals, and also you should feel a bit of a sort of pull here. If you can, try to press forward with your chin, because that's what that's doing, is just opening up all of this area. And if any of you ladies are concerned, or gentlemen, or anything else, are concerned that you may be getting a double chin or whatever, it's actually a very good exercise to just stretch our general area around here, particularly in the digital age where we spend our lives looking down. This is very good. So just literally arms back and just pull your head back as far as you can go and just feel the stretch. You don't need to do this when sitting down. You can do it while standing up. It's fine either way. This just saves you a little bit of energy, I guess. And there you go. And you should feel a pull there, and your shoulders should feel a bit more relaxed, and hopefully that will help. Right. We are gonna do a little bit of a work around the coccyx and hip area, because like I said, that's where a lot of our nerve endings are, and that's where a lot of people end up having problems. I certainly have problems there, so something to give you I guess some form of pointer. So this one is very common. You sort of just lay down and then you try and hug your knees like this. If you can offer some resistance and pull with your knees, then that's better, because you're getting a better stretch. But if not, that's fine, because what we're doing here is, again, we're working with these muscles. These muscles need to stay up to sort of keep this going. and your arms are supposed to offer some form of resistance, and at the same time that's giving you a nice stretch on your shoulders, so you know we're not losing anything there. Another good one, particularly if you have problems with the coccyx, I'm gonna do this way because this is my bad leg. I get a lot of pain here, radiating pain, and one of the best exercises for that is you keep the opposite leg bent. You put this across, like sort of like the ankle to the knee. You lay down, and either you pull with this knee down towards the floor, or if you can't do that because you don't have strength or you don't know how to do it with your hand. Just literally use your hand and just put a little bit of pressure, just so that area can be open. And the same with the other leg. If you feel some clicks throughout this process, that's perfectly fine. That's just things actually getting back into place. And there you go, that's pretty simple. And now here comes another one which is good just again for your general spine, for your coccyx, and a bit of your legs as well. It's also a very good exercise if you're feeling particularly anxious or you need to relax. We're literally gonna go into sort of the fetal position, but we're gonna be sitting like this. So all I want you to do is literally just put your bum down on your feet, bend forward, and sort of just lie like this. If you can touch your knee with your nose, that's great. If not, just as far as you can go. And just try to breathe rhythmically as you do this. And you should start feeling a bit more at ease. Maybe you will start feeling your muscles relaxing and feeling better. If after doing that you think you can take it one step further, then we'll skip in that position. Just stretch your arms past your head. And again, just hold this for as long as you can or you want. See, if you don't want to do it with your arms forward, just let them chill. And finally, after that one, just for the opposite effect, just literally lay down on your belly and just hold this position for a bit. You should feel a stretch in your lumbars, your coccyx area, maybe even in your legs. You're doing it right. Again, just do as much as you can. If you can only do it with your elbows, that's fine. If you can keep it going a bit more, then that's better. If you're really brave and you think you can do a plank or a half plank, whichever way you want to do it, go for it, because it will help strengthening your core and your hip, and you will see the benefits of it. But you know, just simple things like that. We haven't used anything, we haven't been putting any pressure on our joints. It's just stretching. And particularly on a day like today, when the sun is already out helping you warm up, you should feel a bit more warm and maybe a bit more relaxed, and you know, you should feel the release in your muscles. And that's all for today. I hope this is beneficial in some way or another, and I'll catch you guys next week. And I'm sorry, my hair is literally all over the place. The wind, dogs, I don't know what you're hearing, what you're not hearing. I'll watch the replay, I guess, when I get home. But yeah, thank you so much. Take care, and I'll see you next week on our next Fibro Friday. See you later.